Hello guys, Creator438 here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies. In the last episode we finished off the night world, and now the zombies just said, screw the front yard, let's go to the backyard. They're going around. They're learning. Now, in this episode, we're going to defend our pool and backyard by keeping the zombies out, because they have to know how good we are at naring, so that's going to keep them out. And yeah, we're just going to do stuff here. In the third world, which is called Pool, which is actually its name, I'm not kidding. Yeah, they didn't go too original on the world names here, but you can't really blame them. It's not like in Plants vs. Zombies 2 where they had all these other ideas. They had more options and shit, and like just simply a name like Desert for Ancient Egypt, or Seas for Pirate Seas, or Wasteland or some shit. Western Town for Wild West. Those don't exactly cut it for a sequel of a game where you're traveling through time. But yeah. Let's see here. Now, the thing about this is, we're back in the day. So, like I said in the last episode, you're not going to want to use your shrooms because they just fall asleep. And they're just useless. So I want to use, you want to use your daytime plants. The problem with this game in day is that there aren't a lot of combative options for a while outside of just pea shooters and repeaters. And I don't know, because I don't really want to use snow peas. Although I guess I could use chompers, but I'd much rather use repeaters. And of course we want lily pads. Now what the lily pads will do is, they actually let us plant on the water. Oh, this is actually a pretty good song too. Should I let you guys listen to this? I don't know. Fuck it. No, we have to get to explaining things. So yeah, the lily pads are pretty much one of the only plants that can be planted on the water. They're aquatic, and basically they're like stools for your plants, as you can just put a plant on it. Essentially, you can apply a logic that sunflowers basically cost 75 sun to plant on the water, just because that you're using 25 sun for a lily pad and 50 for a sunflower in general. So yeah, it just costs a little extra sun to plant a lily pad. And another thing about the pool world is that now there aren't just 5 lanes, there are 6, so you have to defend even more against the zombies. Which, arguably, in situations, which we'll get into later, it makes it one of the harder levels to defend against zombies. Just because you have to defend more, and yeah, that's basically it. You just have to defend against more zombies, and you have to invest more sun into actually fighting them. So yeah, that's the idea there. I just wanted to get that across to you guys. And that's also what I meant when I said, I don't know, I said something about lanes in like one of the first episodes. It was definitely the first one, because we played a minigame in the second, and we got all our lanes in the first one. You know, the 5 lanes, because we didn't originally start with 5 lanes, if you remember. They started us off with 1, and then 3 for a little while, and then 5. So yeah, I didn't mean to plant the walnut there actually. It's okay though, we'll leave him there because he basically serves the same purpose, I guess. Although if we had chompers, we could make a little more we could have that guy there and he'd be fine. That one pea shooter being there is just not going to cut it, so we need this repeater here to also take him out. Now there is a new zombie if you missed him from the opening of this world, and I'm hoping that he will come up soon so that I can show him off. I'm gonna get my pool offense set up first. He's not showing up yet. He's probably gonna show up in the last wave and be a jerk to me, I guess. Oh, never mind. There he is. So right there we have a ducky tube zombie. It's duck tube or ducky tube. I don't remember. Basically, duck tube zombies. They can be either regular zombies, conehead zombies, or buckethead zombies, and essentially they're just zombies that can access the pool. Regular zombies cannot because they just can't. I don't know, it's just not something that can happen. Well, awkwardly enough, in Plants vs. Zombies 2, regular zombies can actually walk through the water, because one of the worlds is like, there's a aquatic world in that game in which you get lily pads and shit from. But in that game, the zombies can just walk through the water because it's not laid out like the pool. There's a whole lane dedicated to it. Instead, like there are 5 lanes, like in regular play, and they just have the No, I didn't mean to get that plant. That's okay. But they have like it just has like water in a certain like a portion of the level that like you can't. It's basically only advantageous for the zombies because they can walk through it. Because it still counts as ground for them, but it doesn't count as ground for your plants. So you still have to plant lily pads and stuff on them. Anyway, though, we got a new plant, a squash, which squashes zombies. Basically, it lays waste to them. So we got some more powerful plants this time, and I would like to show off what the squash does. I didn't use cherry bomb at all. And yeah. So, we're just gonna go in. Was I talking about something before? I don't even remember. Fuck. That doesn't matter. Maybe it does. I should have checked the almanac to confirm the Ducky 2 zombie's name. Whatever though. I could have used that on that potato line, but it doesn't really matter. See, we already have it. And that will get up in time, so yeah. Actually, we could plant it here and it would still get up in time. That's the thing you have to remember about potato mines, is they might seem unforgiving in the timing in which they actually rise up in order to kill a zombie, but that would have risen up at the same time and that zombie would be dead at this point. So actually it's more forgiving than one would think. It's more forgiving than I ever thought it would be. Or than I ever thought it was. Like, when I first played this game, I didn't use potato mines like ever. I used them in like the first world, then like hardly ever afterwards, which was completely mistaken on my part. Potato mines are very good. And yeah. And like, I don't know, it's just I feel like I would have been pretty amazed like when I figured out the potato mines are actually essential for playing Plants vs. Zombies 2, and they basically are. You practically can't survive in Plants vs. Zombies 2 if you don't use potato mines. They are basically meta in that game. But yeah, just so this guy does not wreck us, which he wasn't going to, because that repeater shot that guy before the pea-shooter even had a chance to. I was gonna lay waste to him, but with the pea-shooter, or the repeater, just to make sure. Or no, with the pea-shooter, actually. Never mind. But yeah. We're gonna get that guy there. Get that. Get that sunflower there. And we can start building our walnuts. I'd like to build some offense in this lane. It's not exactly defended there, so we want to make sure of that. Okay, there we go. We got mini games, which we can play from the main menu. I'll be going over mini games. You don't actually get very many open to you at this point. a lot of the mini games you need to beat the game to access, so that's something. I will be covering them in bonus episodes. No, bonus episodes. Because, yeah. Because a lot of them can't be accessed until you beat the game. Now, a thing about potato mines is they can't be planted on lily pads because they actually have to be planted in the ground. So we're going to put this squash here. He's going to look over at the zombie and he's going to kill him. Squashes don't have to be planted on lily pads, but I just wanted to show what he did. I'm going to plant that wall out there so we're defended. And I'm going to plant a Pea-Shooter right here. This lily pad is going to get up soon. I'm going to plant it and then plant one right there. Peter. And he's just going to catch this work. Because he's got to know that we styled on him. They're going to be sending in the football zombies, so we're going to want to be pretty conservative with our sun. Which I don't think I was really doing right there. Oh, I never noticed that. Apparently they can just appear on the map like that in these regular levels. I guess that's why they put the bushes there, really, because in the pool levels they just appear. Some zombies that are like supposed to be placed at the front just look like they're flat out appearing. We're gonna use the squash here again to kill that bucket head easily, and he's an instant kill plant, so he's pretty good. Squash and Plants vs. Zombies 2, I don't know what to say about them. I don't really use premium. I try to avoid using premium plants as much as possible in Plants vs. Zombies 2, just because, like, I know it sounds like a waste because I've spent money on some premium plants. On sales, though. Like, well, some of the premium plants have gotten bundles, like Squash is in a bundle. And then some other ones are in a bundle. But we don't have those plants yet, so I can't talk about them. But I got Squash and 2 other plants in a bundle, which also got, and one of those bundles actually also got me a power-up, which was one of the bonus seed slots, which is also pretty good. And like I don't know, I bought those plants and like I don't really use them just because I guess one, I feel like I can get by fine in the game if I don't use them, and that is completely true. You can get by in Plants vs. Zombies without buying premium plants. They will pretty much kind of bombard you with ads after almost every level, but try not to be annoyed and don't let that pressure you into buying them. If you were to ever buy a premium plant, I would say your best bet to actually do so, and the best time to do so, is whenever a plant is on sale, and they do have those. So yeah. But some sales are weird, like some plants like Hypnoshroom, which is also a premium plant in Plants vs. Zombies 2. He only has sales when the ads are up. Like it'll say like 75% off, but it doesn't like. Usually most premium plants have like links to them that take you to the shop, but like Hypnoshroom doesn't have that. Also, there's the ambush for this world. The zombies will just the zombies come out of the water at the end of the level. They're all ducky tube zombies. They will always be ducky tube zombies, and they have seaweed on them because they came out of the water. Oh yeah, also lily pads can only be planted on water if you didn't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm not done talking about that. Yeah, Hypnoshrooms are weird in that they don't have that sale that pops up for them, like in the shop. It'll only show up on the ad. Ah, crap. Okay, whatever. We're gonna have to sacrifice that sunflower. But yeah, they don't have that ad that shows up in the shop. That sale that shows up in the shop only on the ad. So if you cancel out of the ad, then you can't. Then you have to wait for it to happen again, and it doesn't come up often. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I wish they didn't do that, but they do. I don't assume they plan on having those sales for like their newer premium plants. Like Chomper. Frickin' EA makes Chomper a fucking premium plant. Chomper should not be a premium plant in that game. Chomper in Plants vs. Zombies 2 is atrocious. It's not even funny. Anyway though, we got a Tri-Peashooter which shoots peas in 3 lanes. So yeah. Yep. I don't know what I was going for there. Anyway though, I kind of want to show what Tri-Peashooters do, but I'm rarely going to be using Tri-Peashooters like at all. Honestly, Tri-Peashooters are trash. Let's just get this out there right now. I don't like Tri-Peashooters just because, I mean, they cost a lot, and sure they shoot in 3 lanes, which if you can't visualize what that's like, don't worry, we'll get into it soon, but like, they take just, I don't know, man. I know I'm not defending the point well, but I feel like you don't need that much damage going out. Like, you don't need that much damage going out. And like, it's a lot of damage, sure, in the long run. Like, you're stacking up like, about, well, we could do some math here, but like, you can stack up to like 3 Ps in each lane, but like, you can do that with Peashooters and repeaters for 25 less sun. I don't really see the necessity in planting a full row of Tri-Peashooters alongside like regular Peashooters or let alone repeaters. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I just really don't find repeaters not repeaters. Repeaters are pretty useful, but I don't find Tri-Peashooters all that useful. Sure, they're cool plants to use. Koopa Kung Fu labels them as fun, and I can kind of see where he goes, or where he's coming from in that viewpoint, because they just shoot all over the place. We can actually get one down right now. I'll plant one right there. But Tri-Peashooter is, I mean, sure, Tri-Peashooter covers 3 lanes, which is pretty useful, but I don't know, I just never see myself using them. I feel like they're one of those plants that I personally just overlook the Tri-Peashooters because I find that I never need them. They just seem kind of useless in my opinion. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm throwing out 325 sun, and I don't really need to. It's kind of like, what can I compare this to? It's like one of those things where you can do it and it's helpful, but you don't need to. Oh, I'm trying to apply Yu-Gi-Oh to this in some way. Fuck. It's like, shit, what can I apply this to? This is actually not the easiest thing to apply, to relate other things to, in all honesty. You know, I really don't know. But like, it's one of those things where like, okay, this is a pretty useful tactic, but at the same time it's not optimal, and therefore I can still get by without using it. It's just kind of like that. With the idea being that you can do it, but you don't need to. So, yeah. Although I guess with 2 rows of sunflowers, you can get the repeaters out pretty easily. The Tri-Peashooters. I keep mixing the 2 up. They're not hard to... It's not hard to miss... Or to... It's not hard to get the 2 confused. That's what I was trying to say, jeez. Get the Tri-Peashooter here. I guess I'm just using Tri-Peashooters. I took repeaters as well. I'm literally not using them. I mean, I could have at least used them on like squashes, which I would have preferred over cherry bombs. Because squashes, I believe they have a oh, new enemy right here. Oh, sorry about that. We got Snorkel Zombie. Snorkeler Zombie. I'm pretty sure it's Snorkel Zombie. Basically, they hide in the water, and they stay there. They only pop up for a short amount of time, and yeah. They do not die to regular shots like to regular straight shots like a Pea-Shooter shot. But they do get damaged by lobbed shots, which we don't actually have anything that does that has lobbed range. We get it, you get that much later in the game, but we will see it, so don't worry. But when they actually do come up from the water, they have to start eating your plants. They can't just duck under them. And yeah, they start eating your plants, and that's when they're vulnerable to attacks, so yeah. That's when your plants will actually hit them. Now, I should mention about the Tri-Peashooters is, if they're firing, if at least one zombie is in their line of fire, which is like 3 Ps, or at least 1 P in a 3x3 radius, like in front of them, or just no, three lanes in front. They shoot 3 lanes in front of them. So like, if just one zombie is in that lane, then they shoot 3 Ps anyway, and it just ignores the fact there are no other zombies in that lane. I was just paying attention to the zombie who has a weird death animation. Some zombies will do that, but it doesn't actually mean anything. Yeah, they shoot all 3 of their Ps no matter, or whether or not there is a zombie in those other lanes. That doesn't mean they shoot all the time, but like, this Tri-Peashooter is shooting because that Snorkel Zombie is here, regardless of the fact that no other zombies are in those other zones. So it's not like you have to have 3 zombies in the lanes in front of them to actually attack. Otherwise, they would just be horrendously crap. Although they'd probably cost a lot less. Probably like, I don't know, I want to say 200, 225. I find that 225 would be borderline high for them. I mean, at least Tri-Peashooters recharge fast, so it's not like you're dead in the water. Oh, get it? Dead in the water? Pool world. But yeah, it's not like you're completely dead after just planting that 325 sun on the field with nothing else to do because of the fact that you just wasted, or just not wasted, but used 325 sun on one thing. It's not like that because they will recharge pretty quickly and you can still do other stuff, so yeah. I didn't even get all my sunflowers in this level, and I still got a full row of Tri-Peashooters. How does that happen? I don't know. This is some story for glory shit right here. Anyway though, check it out. New plant. It is a tangle kelp. It's an aquatic plant that pulls a zombie underwater. Check it out. Hey, what about an extra seed slot? It would cost you 5,000 coins, but you'll be able to choose 8 seats below instead of 7. How's that sound? Can we buy it? Alright. We can. Cool. So now we have 8 seed slots, which is very, very, very useful. You want to get that. Anyway though, we can confirm the names of, yeah, it is Ducky Tube Zombie, okay. And it is Snorkel Zombie. So yeah. They are also called backup dancers, okay, cool. I was accurate in my names pretty much the first time. Anyway though, next time on Plants vs. Zombies 2, we're going to be using Tangle Kelps, and we're going to see what they can do. Also, we're going to keep wrecking the zombies, because we got to keep them out. So, see you guys then.